Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. We can't avoid reasoning. We can only avoid doing it well. If you want to lead them, you must place yourself behind them. If your life is worth thinking about, it is worth writing about. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. Truth is a straight line you sometimes need to curve. You should know that by now. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. Your life is a reflection of your thoughts. Think well. Believe those who are seeking the truth. Doubt those who find it. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. Men don't need linguistic talent. They just need courage and words. Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. Truth often sacrificed for the sake of stability and peace. But every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. Dream big, stay positive, work hard, and enjoy the journey. People throw stones at you, and you convert them into milestones. Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done. There is no progress or accomplishment without sacrifice. The truths that matter most to us come always half-spoken. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. We must meet the challenge rather than wish it were not before us. What the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world calls a butterfly. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. There is little success where there is little laughter. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. Filter out the irrelevant noise. Focus on the objective. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. Be like seeds. Do not see dirt thrown at you as your enemy, but as ground to grow. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it. Verily, God does not reward man for what he does, but for what he is. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. Keep your dreams. You never know when you might need them. What is of the greatest importance in war is extraordinary speed. One cannot afford to neglect opportunity. The journey is what brings us happiness, not the destination. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Don't bite off more than you can chew, because nobody looks attractive spitting it back out. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Too many people are too busy making a living to make a life. Dream big, wake up, take the first step into the unknown. I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm dead. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. People wealth consists upon their freedom, individual resources, and good social life. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they're all the same. There is nothing more important than your eternal salvation. If you have the guts to be yourself, other people will pay your price. Because you can only die once, but you can suffer forever. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. Most often, you don't own your own mind. You borrow it from society. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. Face reality as it is, not as it was, or as you wish it to be. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. Faster, faster, until the thrill of speed overcomes the fear of death. Keep the fight in your veins, honey. Never let it fade. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This would diminish his enthusiasm. Patience and improvement is the key to opening the door to progress. Don't look to the approval of others for your mental stability. Settle one difficulty, and you keep 100 away. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious. Having the life of your dreams is simple. Make conscious choices. Nothing can be more hurtful to your heart than betraying yourself. As long as you can use your hands, the world is your oyster. All shall be done, but it may be harder than you think. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Once friends as batchmates, but now different batches divide us. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. Perhaps home is not a place, but simply an irrevocable condition. People don't always want to be with people. It gets tiring. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. Don't worry about being effective. Just concentrate on being faithful to the truth. You must let suffering speak if you want to hear the truth. When the position is such that neither side will gain by making the first move, it is called temporizing ground. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. You're thinking about something, and it makes you forget to talk. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. Keep working hard, and you can get anything that you want. Imagining something is better than remembering something,